Try to decide if my legs are too hairy to feature in this video. They definitely are. Just gonna pull my dressing gown over that leg, kind of. Anyway, we're jumping straight in. I'm pretty unwell today, just with like day 1 of periods, so I'm not really feeling great enough to be on camera, but I still want to film. And today we are going to do my decluttering of highlights. I'm going to call this my collection and decluttering, because how much decluttering actually gets done will remain to be seen. We know that with my what was it, my eyeshadow one, which I will link somewhere, didn't go that well. So yeah, we're just gonna start. So I'm gonna start with palettes because I've got them closest, and then we'll move on to all my single ones. So first one I have just here is my xoxo one. This looks like this. The lighting is not the best because it's actually coming from behind. I really need a light in front. Maybe I could do that actually, give me a second. Maybe that's a bit better for lighting, I don't know. So this is my xoxo by Suzanne Jackson highlighter kit, 6 iridescent shimmers. I don't really reach for this and I don't think it's worth the money. I love xoxo for their lashes, but this highlighter kit, I've honestly really not reached for it since I got it. I mean, that lightest one is pretty, but the rest don't really excite me that much, so I'm gonna probably, I'm definitely gonna declutter this because I just never reach for it. I am not decluttering my ABH glow kits, of which I have a few. This is a Moonchild. I love this glow kit. I especially love the shade Pink Heart because it is a pink toned highlight. I love it so much. You can see how much. I don't really reach for the other shades in here. I do if I'm doing like a funky look, like Blue Clover is cool if I'm doing like a blue look, and Lucky Clover is cool if I'm doing a green look, but these 3 never ever get touched, but keeping it anyway. Also got the Aurora, which I'm keeping because I really like this one. These shades here are really wearable, these 3. The other 3 not so wearable, but I mean, they're funky. They're really funky. Some of the less wearable shades, but it's so pretty and they're so highlighty. Like the shade that I actually reach for and hit pan on is so stunning. Look at that. I'll just go through these quickly because I love them and I'm not getting rid of them. This is the Glow kit, which is now out of stock. It doesn't get made anymore. I'm keeping it because it was my first ever glow kit. Hamish bought it for me. Then I have the Sun Dipped, which I admit I don't reach for as much. You can probably see that. Like this shade Summer is the one that I would reach for, and it's even slightly too dark for me. The other shades I don't reach for, but Summer is really pretty. But makeup to me is like I love having all of the palettes that match, so I wouldn't get rid of that. And then I've got the, what's this one? Sugar. This is the most recent one apart from the Dream. I love this one. Like these shades, like the glow kits are like really well talked about for a reason. They are stunning. I've got the limited edition Nicole Guerrero, which I'm not getting rid of because I love it. Admittedly, I only reach for like 3 shades in this palette and I don't use it a lot because it is limited edition. Like I don't use it a lot on my channel, but I do use it in my like personal life. Like they're so pretty. And then last up, and the most recent one by ABH, is the Dream Glow Kit. This looks so messy. Look at it. But my word, these are stunning. So stunning. Let me do some swatches. That's the Dream Glow Kit swatched. Aren't they incredible? Look at this pink one. It's almost purple. And then this one's really pretty as well. This one just here. I love them all, and this is a glow kit that I'll definitely repurchase once I like hit pan on all of these because they're so lovely. Let's try and get rid of at least 1 or 2 more. This is the Technic Color Fix highlighter palette. I really like this, and it's so cheap, which is why I want to keep it. Like, they are not the best highlights I've ever used, but for the price they are really, really good. So I'm going to keep that for like drugstore tutorials. Then I've got this Sam Marcel Luxurious palette, and I must say the packaging on this is really nice. I don't think I've ever actually used this. Oh, that's quite impressive actually. I mean, they are really, really pretty, aren't they? But they're nothing special, and Sam Marcel's not easy to get in the UK. I think it's an American brand, so I'm just going to get rid of that. Then I've got the Revolution Pro. I bought this when I did my like testing full face makeup Revolution Pro when it all released, and I mean, they are impressive, as you can see, but I find that the only shade I can actually use is that like white one, because the other ones are way too dark for me, and they are really impressive, but they're very, very like chunky and really, really glittery as well, so I don't find that they're very nice, or like they make your skin texture look bad, but they are really pretty. See, even I'm like rubbing that around, like it looks quite patchy on my hand. I don't know if you get what I mean, but I mean it's pretty, but I'm going to declutter it because I never reached for it. After using it that one time, like I did like it, but I don't think it's that great. And then last up, another Sampo Beauty palette. This is their highlight palette. I don't even know if they stock this anymore. And it's literally exactly the same as that Makeup Revolution one, where, I mean, that shade is like identical. And then that shade is too. I want to swatch them side by side. Yeah, you see what I mean? They're pretty much the same thing. I'm going to declutter the Sample Beauty one as well, just because I don't reach for it, so I really don't need to keep it. So I'm getting rid of 4 palettes. That's pretty good. Onto the kind of bulk of my collection, which is in this big acrylic drawer. I don't really have the best like solution for storage right now, but anyway, I'll go through like the bigger, like I think that's what palettes got. So I've got 3 kind of mini palettes. My Sleek Solstice, not getting rid of this. You know, it's one of my favorite highlights ever. It's so pretty, like, and fairly inexpensive. It's like not super cheap. I think it's a tenner. But my word, it's so pretty. I'm definitely keeping that. Then I've got the Revolution Pro Supreme Highlighter Palette in Ice. I don't know why I bought 2 highlighter palettes, but I did. I do really like this middle shade. And that pink. The blue I wouldn't use, but that formula feels different to the other formula. And I'd like to keep one, so I'm going to keep that one because I do really like those 2 shades there. I wouldn't use the blue unless I was in like a blue inner corner, but those 2 I would actually wear, so I'll keep this one. I'm not doing well, am I? This is the Nip and Fab Weightless Strobing Quad. I don't think it has like a name apart from that. It's 4 pans, and these are like a weird texture. They're like not powders. They're more like creams or something. I actually really, really like this palette. I've only used it a couple of times. But, I mean, that green, imagine that on my eyes, like it's an eyeshadow. I'm going to keep that because it's really pretty. I am, off the bat, just going to get rid of a few that I can see, and then we can go through ones that I'm potentially keeping. So I'm going to get rid of the Revolution Skin Kiss because I never reach for it. It's just so big, like it doesn't fit in my drawer very nicely, and it's quite, oh my goodness, it's so pretty. It's just a little bit chunky, like, yeah, I'm going to get rid of it. It feels like the same formula as the Revolution Pro highlight, so I'm going to get rid of that because I don't reach for it, and I don't need to keep things I don't reach for. I'm going to get rid of this Sample Beauty one just because it's like yellow gold, and I can't make it work on my skin tone. although it's very pretty. Gonna get rid of the Revolution Ultra Strobe Balm because what even is this? Like, that's disgusting. It feels like oil. Like, that's really unpleasant to touch. So, getting rid of that. My MUA ones. I don't know what I should do. I'll get rid of this Ben Nye Media Pro one because it's just way too yellow for my skin tone. Definitely got more MUA ones. I'll get rid of this MUA Prismless powder. I've never ever reached for this. I got it in their like mystery bag that they did. I don't know if you remember that video, but I've never reached for it, so I'm gonna declutter that. I used to love these. You know, the undress your skin ones. I've not reached for these ones so long. I'm gonna put the pink one in the maybe pile, and I'm definitely getting rid of the blue one, which is Pearlescent Sheen. This used to be my favourite highlighter, the Makeup Revolution Peach Kiss, Peach Lights. It's so, so pretty. I've not reached for it in so long, but I think I'm going to keep it because I did used to really, really, really love it. And it is just a gorgeous colour. I'm just going to get rid of my other Ben Nye ones because I never reach for them. The new Sleek ones. These are brand new, so I'm going to keep a hold of them. This one's obviously way too dark for my skin tone. And if you... I don't know if that video will be up yet. I'm not sure if it will actually. I've used this one in a video. I'll just swatch them all and show you. That's them just like dotted, and then if I just like do that, they are absolutely gorgeous. However, I used the middle one over my foundation and it completely ruined my foundation, so I need to work out a way to use these. So I'm going to keep a hold of them because they are brand new and I suck at decluttering anything, but yeah, I might declutter the darker ones, but like at a later date, but for now it's keeping. Gonna keep my Mary Dew Manizer, which is the liquid version of Mary Lou. I'm gonna keep them both because I love Mary Lou so much. And this, I've not really played with it enough, to be honest. It's been like lying in my drawer, not being used. So I'm gonna keep that and try and use it more. I told you I'm not very good at this. I've got a heap of these little mini sample beauty ones, which I'm gonna declutter because I've literally never used them and I've had them for so long. They're really pretty, but I've never used them. Obviously keeping this. This is a Smashbox and Vlada MUA one. It is limited edition. I'm pretty sure you can still get it. It was really expensive, like in my opinion. This was like £30. But oh, it's so pretty. Definitely like ever so slightly too dark for my skin tone. And it's also really, really subtle, but in the most beautiful of ways. Like, I can't describe it to you. This is so precious, and I'm not decluttering it. Plus, look at that blooming packaging. Alrighty then. Right, I need to declutter this. This is Colourpop Monster. I've literally had this for about 5 years. Obviously never reached for it anymore. I was keeping it because I love Colourpop, but that needs to go. Catrice High Glow Mineral Highlight. I'm going to keep this because it's so, so pretty and very, very, very inexpensive. So I'm going to keep that as drugstore options. My MAC Strobe Cream. This is probably like past its use by date, but it smells fine and I still love it. I'm gonna keep that and just try and finish it up. Like, I'll use that as like an illuminating primer for the next like week or two and then it'll be finished. It was just expensive. Anastasia Amrezi highlighter. Keeping this, I've actually hit pan on it. Don't know if you can see that. Love this highlighter so much. That's my socks, you can see. It's just gorgeous. It's everything. I can't believe they made this limited edition. Beautiful. I've got a few Eloise Get Glowed. These are all going. I'm gonna get rid of all these because they are so chunky. And that's not because they're old. Like, this is how they came to me. And in fact, recently they sent me a new bundle of stuff, which was really nice of them. But the highlighters that they sent were really chunky and like, they're not like liquid. They're just like, look, that's not nice. So I'm gonna just actually bin all of those straight away. What's this? Unistrobe Liquid Metals Illuminating Drops. I think this is by Jolie Beauty. I don't even think I've tried these. You know, I'm not the biggest fan of liquid illuminators. And that's chunky as well. I'm gonna get rid of that. Straight in the bin. Oh, here's another little very inexpensive palette, again by Technic. This is quite pretty. But I'm gonna declutter it because I don't need so many and there's only like one shade in there I actually like. So I'm gonna get rid of it. There is another MUA, Undress Your Skin. This is the gold one. I used to love it. I mean, that is pretty. But how many gold highlights do I need? I don't need that one. I'm gonna get rid of it. The Technic Get Gorgeous. This is again very, very inexpensive. Very hard to open. You know, you just painted your nails and you're being like precious about them. That's what I'm like right now. How can I open this? I really like the design on the pan, and this is like a green shift. I've got other green highlights. This one hurts me because I actually bought this in Sephora in France when it kind of just released, but it's almost like nothing. Like, that is way more than it actually gives off on your face. Like, I'm gonna put that in my maybe pile, but I know I'm being precious about it because Benefit's expensive and it's for no other reason. Like, if that was W7 I would have got rid of it, you know what I mean? So I'm gonna put that in my maybe pile. I'll probably end up keeping it. I'm just being honest here. Let me zip through a couple that I'm definitely keeping because I know I am. My Maybelline Master Holographic. I really, really like this. It's got a pink shift to it. I'm keeping that. I'm obviously keeping my Ofra Pillow Talk, which I've actually hit pan on in the center. I've used it that much. This is beautiful. One of the most blinding highlights you will ever see. It's just nuts. That was the worst place to swatch it. It's just incredible. Ofra Rodeo Drive. This is way too dark for me. I think even if I fake tanned it would be too dark for me, and it's very like Anastasia Amrezi, just deeper. So I'm gonna declutter that one. Gonna keep my Blossom Glow by Wet n Wild because it's incredible. It's like £3 on Beauty Bay and it's amazing. But on that note, I will declutter the Precious Petals because it's way too dark for me. Like, I just cannot make that work. So I'm gonna get rid of that one. I've got 4 of these big pot ones by Salazar. I'm gonna get rid of them all except Moonlit Opal. They're really big and chunky in my drawer, and although they're gorgeous, they're infused with gold, like real gold, I don't reach for them, but I will swatch Moonlit Opal because it is so pretty. Look at that. It's so pretty. It does have glitter in it though, but I don't mind that. I'm gonna keep that one. I'm gonna declutter my Gerard Cosmetics and my Milani because I don't really reach for them. I'm getting rid of a lot, by the way. You need to be proud of me. I'm gonna declutter my Speedy Highlighter by Collection. I've got these Technic ones, these are quite new. I'm gonna keep Bloom and Original, and I'm gonna declutter the purple one because it's just too dark for me. It looks more pink on camera, but it's definitely more purple. I'm gonna get rid of one but keep the other two because these are gorgeous under makeup, not on top, but under. Gonna get rid of my Maybelline Master Strobe Liquid because I never reached for it. I don't think I've ever tried this one by Collection. It's just another liquid highlighter. No, I'm gonna get rid of that, it feels really greasy. I'm gonna keep my Iconic London Original, I think this is in, or is it in Glow? No, it's in Shine. I'm gonna keep that, and I'm gonna keep my Barry M Liquid Chromes. They're like a dupe of each other. Liquid Chrome in the shade At First Light is quite a similar dupe to Shine. At least the payoff is. The colour's not exactly the same, but they're pretty much the same product, so I'm keeping both. Oh, my Topshop one. This is stunning. It's absolutely stunning. I'm gonna keep it, just more for personal use, but I really, really like this. I find that when I go on holiday, I usually pack this in my makeup bag, so I'm gonna keep that one. Gonna keep my Makeup Forever little pot. This is for eyes or highlight, like it a lot. This one's really new to me, the Colourpop Zodiac one. It's definitely too dark for me, but it's so pretty. It's so pretty, but honestly, I'm probably not gonna ever reach for it. Unless I fake tan. And I keep it for now because I don't have any other Colourpop highlighters. Maybe it'll come in handy one day. We're so close to the end. I'm immediately getting rid of this Becca Duo because they're too dark. Pretty sure I said I was getting rid of them in my last declutter and I just didn't. Gonna keep my ABH Liquid Glows in Perla and Oyster because they're stunning. Let me show you. That's them just blobbed on and blended out. Oh, oh, oh. My Laura Geller Diamond Dust. I am gonna keep it because I do like it. But like, look at the top of it. It looks dirty. It's a pink tone. It's not as blinding as I was hoping it would be, but you know me with pink tone highlighters, like I just cannot resist, so I'm keeping it. And then last up, I have my Benefit What's Up, which has this stupid sponge on the end. I mean, no one would use that. But the product itself is really pretty. I just never ever reach for it, and it's kind of getting wasted in my collection, so I'm going to declutter it. Let me kind of stack these up in here a bit nicer because I don't actually have a solution for storing my highlighters, and then I'll show you my final collection. So this is my current highlighter drawer storage. It's not ideal, but this is what it's looking like. It's part of my acrylic unit that I've got here. Let's move to shaky cam, will we? Yeah, I mean, my palettes are kind of stacked up, which isn't ideal, but the rest kind of look fine. But I just want to kind of have my makeup in one place, like each thing in one place. You know, like the one above it is all brows, and that makes me happy because everything in that drawer is brow related. But yeah, so I don't want to put palettes in one drawer and then have individuals in this, so they're all in here together. I'm pretty happy with that. I decluttered a fair amount of products. Yeah, this is my declutter pile. I'm pretty happy with that. I've also chosen to get rid of the Technic one purely because it doesn't fit in my drawer. That's probably a bad reason, but it just doesn't, so it's making me unhappy. I've gotten rid of, I will count them and tell you. Yeah, 29 palettes or individual highlighters, which I don't think is a bad job at all. And then I've got a little pile for the bin that's got like, I don't know, 10 in it or something. So I think that's a pretty good job all round. I think that was a pretty successful declutter. And I don't need you guys telling me that I failed at decluttering. I'm joking, it's quite funny when you tell me that I fail at decluttering. Anyway, that is this video over. I'm going to go into bed, take more Feminax, and have a cup of tea and edit this video so that it goes up for Friday. But thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure to watch my eyeshadow palette declutter, which I did last week, and whatever declutter you want to see next, let me know and I shall do that. So thank you for watching. I appreciate it, and goodbye. Bye.